Hey, beautiful Leos, I just had to sit down and share this reading with you because what came through is absolutely incredible. I was shuffling my deck this morning thinking about you, Lions, and the energy that came through was just so powerful and emotional. Someone out there is holding so much love for you, and the changes coming your way are going to completely shift everything you thought you knew about your life. Let me dive right into what the cards are showing me. Because this is one of those readings where every single card felt like it was meant specifically for Leo energy right now. The first card that practically jumped out of the deck for me was the Four of Swords. And honestly, Leo, this caught me completely off guard. Now, you might think this is about rest or meditation, but what I'm seeing here is so much deeper. This card is showing me that you've been in this space of quiet preparation without even realizing it. You know how sometimes you think nothing is happening in your life, but actually you've been charging up like a phone that's been plugged in overnight? That's exactly what's been going on with you, Leo. The Four of Swords here is telling me that this period of what felt like stillness, or even stagnation, has actually been the universe preparing you for something massive. I keep getting this image of a lion resting in the shade not because it's lazy, but because it's conserving energy for the hunt. You've been unconsciously preparing yourself, Leo, and the reason everything is about to change is because you're finally ready to handle what's coming. What's really interesting about this card in your reading is that it's showing me someone has been watching you during this quiet time. Someone has been observing your strength, your character, your heart, and they've fallen deeper in love with who you are when you think nobody is looking. This isn't about the Leo show that you put on for everyone. This is about the real you, and someone sees that and treasures it. The second card that came through was the Queen of Pentacles, and Leo. I have to tell you, this made me smile so big, because this is not what most people would expect for a love reading, but it's perfect for what you need to hear. This queen isn't just about material abundance, though. That's definitely part of your story. What I'm seeing is that someone in your life or coming into your life sees you as this incredibly nurturing, stable, amazing person who brings security and comfort to their world. You know how Leos are always thought of as these dramatic, fiery beings who need constant attention? Well, this Queen of Pentacles is showing me that the person who loves you more than you imagine loves you for the exact opposite reasons. They love how you make them feel safe. They love how you create this beautiful, stable environment around you. They love your practical wisdom and how you handle real-life situations with such grace and strength. This person, Leo, values you like you're the most precious thing in their world. And they're not just talking about love. They're thinking about building something lasting with you. The Queen of Pentacles is all about long-term security and commitment. And this person isn't just playing games with your heart. They're looking at you, thinking about home and family and a future that's solid and beautiful and secure. But here's the thing, Leo, and this is where the beauty comes in from your title. This person might not be expressing these feelings in the way you expect or recognize. Queens of Pentacles show their love through actions, through taking care of things, through being reliable and present. If you're looking for grand gestures and dramatic declarations of love, you might be missing the fact that this person has been showing you their love in quieter, more practical ways. The third card that appeared was Three of Cups. And now this is where things get really interesting because this card is coming in with such powerful energy about your social connections and friendships. But Leo, this isn't just about having fun with friends. This is showing me that the love that's coming your way or that's already in your life is connected to your community somehow. I keep seeing this image of celebration and joy, but it's specifically connected to someone who is part of your wider social circle. Maybe this person who loves you more than you imagine is someone you know through friends. Maybe there's someone who's been part of your group for a while and you just haven't noticed how they look at you or how they light up when you're around. The Three of Cups is also telling me that when this love situation comes to light, there's going to be celebration among your friends and family. Like people around you are going to be so happy when they see you with this person. There might even be friends who have been rooting for you two to get together, or who have noticed this person's feelings before you did. What's really beautiful about this card, Leo, is that it's showing me your love story isn't going to be some isolated romantic bubble. It's going to be supported and celebrated by the people who care about you most. Your friends are going to see how happy you are and how well this person treats you, and they're going to be your biggest cheerleaders. The fourth card that came through was the Knight of Wands, and oh my goodness, Leo, this knight is bringing such fire and passion and movement into your reading. Now here's where things get really exciting because this knight represents action and adventure, and someone who's about to make a bold move in your direction. But here's what's fascinating about getting the Knight of Wands in your reading, Leo. This isn't necessarily about someone being impulsive or reckless with your heart. What I'm seeing is that after a period of careful consideration, represented by that Four of Swords, and steady building, represented by the Queen of Pentacles, this person is finally ready to take action. The Knight of Wands is showing me that someone is about to approach you with confidence and clarity about their feelings. They've been thinking about this, they've been planning, and now they're ready to be direct and honest with you about how they feel. This isn't going to be some vague hint or subtle suggestion. Leo, this person is gearing up to be crystal clear about what they want with you. I also feel like the Knight of Wands is representing a shift in your energy too, Leo. You've been in that restful Four of Swords space, but you're about to feel this surge of passion and excitement about life again. Something about this love situation is going to reignite your fire and make you feel like yourself again, in the most amazing way. The fifth card was Two of Pentacles. And Leo, this card is showing me that you've been juggling some important decisions in your life and trying to maintain balance between different areas. What's so perfect about this card appearing in your reading is that it's telling me this love situation is going to help bring some of that balance you've been seeking. You know how sometimes when you're trying to handle everything on your own, it feels like you're constantly dropping balls and struggling to keep everything in the air? The Two of Pentacles is showing me that having this person's support and love in your life is going to make managing everything feel so much easier and more natural. This card is also about adaptability and being flexible with change. And Leo, that ties directly into your title about everything changing. The Two of Pentacles is saying, yes, everything is going to change, but you have the skills and the support to navigate these changes beautifully. You're not going to be overwhelmed by the shifts coming your way because you've got this and you've got someone who's going to be right there supporting you through it all. What I love about the Two of Pentacles in your reading is that it's showing me this isn't about someone coming to rescue you or fix your life. Leo, you've been handling things just fine on your own. But having someone truly supportive in your life is going to make everything feel more joyful and less like work. The sixth card that appeared was the Hermit and Leo. I know this might seem like an odd card for a love reading, but the message here is so beautiful and profound. The Hermit isn't about being alone, it's about inner wisdom and being guided by your own inner light. And what this card is telling me is that your journey of self-discovery and personal growth is exactly what's going to attract this deep love into your life. See, Leo, you've been doing this inner work maybe without even realizing it. You've been becoming more authentically yourself. You've been learning what you actually want and need in love and relationships. And you've been developing this beautiful inner confidence that comes from truly knowing who you are. The Hermit is showing me that this person who loves you more than you imagine is attracted to your wisdom, your depth, your authenticity. They're not falling for a mask or a performance. They're falling for the real you, the person you've become through all your experiences and growth. This card is also telling me that you have all the answers you need about this love situation within yourself, Leo. Your intuition is spot on about this person and about the changes coming your way. Trust what you're feeling and what you're sensing, because the Hermit says your inner guidance is absolutely correct. The seventh card was Five of Pentacles, and now, Leo, before you panic, this is actually a really beautiful and hopeful card in your reading. The Five of Pentacles is often about hardship or feeling left out in the cold. But what I'm seeing here is that any period of loneliness or feeling like love was passing you by is over. This card is showing me that if you've been feeling like you're on the outside looking in when it comes to love, or like everyone else has something you don't have, those days are behind you. The Five of Pentacles often represents the darkest hour before the dawn, and Leo, your dawn is breaking. What's really powerful about this card is that it's showing me you've learned so much about your own worth and value during any difficult times you've been through. You're not the same person who might have settled for less or who didn't recognize their own value. This period of challenge has made you stronger and clearer about what you deserve in love. The Five of Pentacles is also telling me that this person who loves you sees your strength, sees how you've overcome challenges, and that's part of what makes them admire and love you so deeply. They see your resilience, Leo, and they want to be part of making your life easier and more beautiful. The eighth card that came through was Page of Cups, and Leo, this card just filled me with so much joy and excitement because pages are all about new beginnings and fresh starts, and the cup suit is pure emotion and love. This page is like a love letter from the universe telling you that new romantic energy is flowing into your life. But what makes the Page of Cups so special in your reading, Leo, is that this represents someone approaching you with such genuine, pure intentions. Pages are honest and direct, and this Page of Cups is showing me that someone is going to express their feelings to you in the most sincere, heartfelt way. This might be someone younger than you or someone who feels young at heart, or it might represent the beginning stages of something that's going to grow into something beautiful and mature. The Page of Cups often brings news about love, and Leo, I feel like you're about to receive some very sweet communication from someone who cares about you deeply. What I love about this card is that it represents emotional honesty and vulnerability. This person isn't going to play games with you, Leo. They're going to be open about their feelings and what they want. The Page of Cups is showing me that this love is going to feel refreshing and pure after maybe dealing with people who weren't straightforward with you in the past. The ninth card was Six of Wands, and Leo, now we're talking about success and recognition and victory in love. The Six of Wands is literally the card of triumph, and what this is telling me is that this love situation is going to feel like such a win for you. You know how sometimes relationships feel like work or struggle, or like you're constantly trying to prove yourself or convince someone of your worth? The Six of Wands is showing me that this connection is going to feel like the complete opposite of that. This is going to feel easy and natural and like you're both winning by being together. The Six of Wands is also about public recognition, and Leo, I feel like when people see you with this person, they're going to recognize how perfect you are together. Like friends and family are going to look at you two and just think, yes, this makes so much sense and you both look so happy. This card is also telling me that any doubts you might have about your lovability or whether you deserve something beautiful are about to be completely erased, Leo. The Six of Wands is pure validation and confirmation that you are absolutely worthy of being loved deeply and completely. The 10th and final card that came through was Nine of Pentacles, and Leo, I literally got chills when this card appeared because this is the card of having everything, like complete abundance and satisfaction and independence and luxury and just having your life be exactly how you want it to be. But here's what makes this card so perfect for your reading, Leo. The Nine of Pentacles usually represents someone who is completely self-sufficient and happy on their own, and that's exactly the energy you've cultivated. You're not desperate for love, you're not incomplete without a relationship, you've built a beautiful life for yourself. And that is exactly why this love is coming to you, Leo. The Nine of Pentacles attracts love from the highest level, because when you're complete on your own, you attract someone who wants to ADD to your happiness, not complete you or fix you or fill some void. This person sees your independence and your success and your contentment, and they think, wow, I want to be part of that beautiful life. This card is also showing me that this relationship isn't going to require you to sacrifice your independence or change who you are, Leo. The Nine of Pentacles person maintains their identity and their own life while sharing it with someone special. And that's exactly what's being offered to you. So Leo, let me bring this all together for you because the story these cards are telling is absolutely beautiful. You've been in this period of unconscious preparation, getting stronger and more authentically yourself. Someone in your social circle or connected to your community has been watching and admiring and falling deeper in love with the real you, not the performance, but who you actually are. This person values your stability, your nurturing nature, your wisdom, and your strength. They've been showing you they care through practical actions rather than grand gestures, and you might have missed it because you were looking for something more dramatic. But they're about to make their move, Leo, and when they do, it's going to be clear and direct and honest. The changes coming your way are all positive, Leo. You're moving from a period of feeling like you might be missing out on love to being celebrated and cherished exactly as you are. Your independence and success aren't going to be threatened by this love, they're going to be enhanced and supported. Everything is changing, Leo, but it's changing for the better. The loneliness is ending, the uncertainty is clearing, and you're about to step into a love that feels like victory and celebration and complete abundance. Someone loves you more than you imagine, Leo, and they're getting ready to show you exactly how much. Trust your intuition, trust the process, and get ready for everything beautiful that's heading your way.